Hi, this is Dave Wiener from Priority Bicycles, and today I'm going to show you how to build your new bicycle. Now first, we always recommend that you either have your bicycle professionally assembled, or if you're going to assemble it yourself, that when you're done with the assembly, you have a professional bicycle mechanic review and approve and validate your assembly. Now let's get started. The only tool you're going to need that we don't ship with is a pair of scissors. Everything else is included in the box. So we'll start by cutting off these ties and using the scissors to carefully cut the seal on any tape. Now once you've opened the box, you can either pull the bicycle out or you can put the box down and pull the bicycle out. You'll also notice your parts box at the bottom of your bicycle box. We're going to cut off all the cable ties. Once all the packaging is cut off, stand the bike like so. You'll next want to open up your accessories package where you'll find the tools that you need for assembly. Inside you'll find your pedals, water bottle cage if included, and if your bike came with it, your phone holder and phone holder attachments. Let's put those aside for now. Your instruction manual and tools. We do recommend that you read the instructions before assembling your bike or riding it. The first step is to put the front wheel on. Remove on either side of the wheel any plastic attachments so that you're left with just the wheel, nuts, and washers. Loosen the wheel nuts up considerably. With the wheel nuts loose, notice the direction of the tire tread. Make sure the tire tread is pointing forward on the bike. There will also be, on the drive side of the bike, a drive arrow that should be pointing forward. With the wheel nuts loosened, lift up the front of the bike, moving the washer over, and slide the wheel onto the fork. Take the washer and insert it in the matching hole. Then by hand, tighten the nut on both sides. Paying attention to make sure that the wheel is centered inside the fork, use the closed end of your wrench to tighten the wheel within the fork. Make sure both sides are securely snug, one after the other. With the wheel properly in place, you can put the kickstand down on the bike. Making sure your handlebars are unwrapped, remove the cap and the head tube so that your stem can insert right in. Make sure that the minimum insertion line is not showing when you insert the stem into the head tube. Using the provided 5mm wrench and making sure that your stem is straight with your wheel, tighten. Next, loosen the bolt that holds your handlebars in place using the 5mm wrench and bring the handlebars to a comfortable position, ensuring that they're centered, and tighten. With your handlebars in place, insert your seat post, again making sure that the minimum insertion mark is not seen as it's within the frame. Use the 4mm side of the Allen wrench. As you unwrap the pedals, notice a right and left sticker on each. You can also look at the end of each axle for the L and the R. The right side is the drive side of the bike. The left side is the non-drive side. On the left side, it's also important to know that the threads are reverse threaded. You're going to use the open end of your wrench, and let's start with the right side. To know the proper way to thread, it's always good to think about turning the pedal axle forward towards the bike. We can do quite a bit of this by hand, and then the wrench takes over. On the left side, we're going to turn the axle towards the front of the bike. On your included pump, PSI is measured on the outermost part of the dial. You'll want to make sure your tires have around 65 pounds of pressure in them. To inflate your tires, first remove the dust cap. Next, with the lock in the vertical position, push it completely onto the valve stem and then down to lock it in place. Now pump to around 65 pounds of pressure, or halfway between the 60 and 70 on the PSI gauge. Finally, before you ride, we recommend you or your mechanic give the bike a full safety check.